Hi everybody, welcome back to Life After the Woods, episode 20 with me, Sid. And last episode, we completed this structure. Well, we built the shell of it, and we built the machine that you can hear hammering away. And this has been going for quite a few hours. I have AFK'd here for several hours, watched a few films, done various other bits and pieces while it was working, but I've done a little bit of decorating. So this is running to the last of the resources in there. It has made, well, see for yourself, it's made a lot. And I've got a whole load of crap in there. Now in here we've put some beams across. These are pretty straightforward. They're just 3 iron, and strangely enough I have quite a bit of iron now, so yeah. Chisels and bits covers over these two things. We've got chisels and bit walkway here. We can come up here to load the system, and you know, it's just really put a little bit of finishing touches around the place to make this work. Well, pretty much work, you know. Anyway, I have got plans for this episode, and I know I said I was going to step away from create this episode. I lied. I've enjoyed this so much. I want to create a couple of essential farms I think we need, because we are going through quite a lot of this stuff. Quite a lot of the spruce stuff, and quite a lot of other stuff. So I think we need to see, you know, about what's going on within this, and we need to get some basics put together to put this in. Now I put these around because the lava under there, which is the thing, kept on catching fire. These I started off with fences, they burnt, so that didn't work so well, so I've gone with, oh hello, chisels and bits, which apparently well, we need to, let me just grab some of you. I failed to notice that had not completed properly. That's all right on there. I think, no, oh damn it. Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. This is what happens when you start playing, isn't it? Right, so what I need to do is take you out, grab you and put Did you void? You did. Git. Right, so I need another piece of polished rhyolite, which I haven't got on me. Oh, I have. Okay. We're good. We are good. Right, we'll pop you down. Now we can pop you into impose mode. No. Placement. There we go. That will do it. And again. There we go. Just adds a little bit of sense to that structure there. Everything else, I suppose I could get away with one there as well. Anything else where things would make a little bit more sense? No. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to stick you and you away. The most of this is crap. It is night time, so we'll quickly sleep the night off, and then we'll see about making our next creations, for want of a better word. The other thing we are going to do is we are going to put the hammer and the mixer, the press and the mixer down at this end of here, but I'll do that another time. Need to have a break from this place, but yeah, definitely been successful. So let's head over here. We will. I didn't leave anything in here, did I? No, that's all good. And we shall tidy our inventory up, and then we can see about getting the stuff together for today's creation. See what I did there? Right, so that's my box. We need you. A lot of this stuff needs to go away, so that's fine. That can go in, that can go in. Not worried about a lot of this. I'm not worried about because it's all throwawayable. Like the you can go in there, you can go in there. Lava stone will probably run in there. White sand maybe in there. Oak wood will keep. Dirt in there. And to be honest, everything else there, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty disposable. And if you can hear snoring, the cat is stuck on his, well, it's on the sofa bed that's in the corner that's not in sofa bed mode. So yeah, empty vase. Let me see what I need and I'll be back in a second. Before we start any crafting, I'm going to need a whole load of plates and a whole load of brass. So I may only make one to start off with, although I am kind of tempted to that's right, isn't it? Hang on a second. Brass. No. Mixer. Copper and zinc. Oh, I need to fire the thing up, don't I? Okay. I'm going to need some fuel. However, in the meantime, have those. And I'm just going to go and grab some burnables, and we're going to make another 30 iron plates as well. So, because we need to craft a lot of machines, and we're probably not being efficient in this, so I think we may try and work out what's what with those a bit later on. But for now, I need to make a bunch of brass, bunch of iron sheets, bunch of brass sheets actually, and well, we'll see how we go. I'll probably make enough for both, but I'll not sheet them until until they're ready. So that should be 8, which if we combine those in that will give us the 2 propellers, and if I will make this entire 30 of these because we're going to need them at some point. Don't know with this lot how long love that blaze head. If it follows you around. Ooh, follow me. Anyway, I'll be back once this lot's mixed and flattened and done. See you in a moo. Alright, so in terms of powering this, we're not going to use anything over the top. We're going for an encased fan and magma blocks. One of the simplest power plants that I could have used, and I could have used these a lot myself earlier, but for whatever reason I didn't. There were good reasons, mainly because I've been learning the mod and learning all of the different connotations and how we actually use it. So we are going to need a mechanical bearing. We're actually going to need 2 of these, but first thing we're going to need is 2 turntables. So I'm going to need a couple of them, and a couple of them, and that will give me those. We're going to turn those into a mechanical bearing, which requires 2 more of them. I think it. Oh, hang on. I think it was a couple of them, and maybe those. That would seem consistent with design principles that I'm seeing. No. Which kind of suggests, therefore, it's 2 of those. Right, I wish it wasn't two of those. They're the expensive bits. It's getting bad, you know, when andesite is your valuable bit. So we got them. We got that. We're right. Then we need. Have I got? I haven't. Is there a way I can make it with Komodo Dragon Spit with a slime block, or by mixing dough and lime dye? Dough we make with. Okay, we took some wheat through there. That's actually doable. Let's just go make myself some slime. Well, dough. Could just chuck a couple through. I don't think I need to do much more than that. Now, the nice thing with this is I believe my setup with this, with the filters, will just basically dump this in the barrel and not try and do anything with it. So you see, because we've got barrel goes in here, that filter there only allows out the various things. The filter below only drops cobble into the lava, so in theory we got 3 wheat flour. Lovely. And combine you with that will give me some dough, which of course does mean if you really want to, it is possible to completely automate bread production in Create. Not sure that'd bother, but things. Now lime dye, that could be a little bit more fun. Maybe not as fun as slime, but fun nonetheless. Let's start off in my plants and flowers. What have I got that could, if ever, maybe would, if I was really lucky, produce lime dye? Okay, I don't know. So let's have a look. Yucca fruit, green dye, and bone meal. Haven't I got some yucca fruit? Some I have. Lovely, and I have happened to have 3 of them. So that'll give me 3 slime balls. I only let's get rid of that out. Oh, so technically speaking, those can come out. We'll leave you in there for now, and we can just leave 2 of those behind, and they can go into the heads folder with all of the other heads. Yay! Right. What else do I need? How to create. So once we've got that, I then need a radial chassis, which is logs and those. That gives me 3, so I only need to do 1 of them. Let's use apple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And but gives me 3 of those. I actually only need 2 of them, so I'll put the other one away. Right, and then we haven't got enough to make both of sets of these, but we are going to make 5 deployers. If I can find them. Where's the pokey little git? There he is. So we're going to need more andesite casings. We're going to need electron tubes. This is where we start getting fun. So we need to make 5 rose quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I meant to, is there a recipe for this? Is there anything prismarine was the, and of course nether quartz. Okay, I don't think there's any other tricks. Oh, soul sand. Washing soul sand has a 12% chance of quartz. That's actually not bad. Just double check something a second. Can I create soul sand? No. Okay. Was I expecting a little bit too much, I suppose. Right, redstone. Create that. Stick those in there. Keep hold of those. Jump in here. Grab you. Put you in there and eat some crystals. And because it's got Unbreaking 3 and Mending, it never wears out, which is great. And then we need 5 handy, 5 redstone torches, and 5 nuggets of iron. And that's those. So, armed with that, we want the deployer again. So we need to make the brass hands, which are... So I need 5 of those. I hate the fact that these... just go through this stuff so rapidly. And of course, the rationale behind it is that that's cheap. Because andesite is common and plentiful. Except for when it's not. We need you. And you. So 5 of them, some of them, we'll do some of those, and those that. And those. Gets me 5 of those. Lovely. And then the other thing we need is the mechanical saw. Let's just put everything away quickly. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And I need more andesite casings. That just requires a couple of those. A log and planks. Okay. See, this is the fun bit. I really haven't got... I mean, I've got lots of dark oak. Will that work? Yes, perfect. Combine that with one of those. Grab you. Pop those in there. That like that. Gives me those. Now that's enough to get us started. There is a couple of other things we are going to need to make. We are going to need to make a couple of these, which is going to... Actually, not too bad. Have I got any andesite funnels made? I don't think I have. So, kelp and, okay, 1, 2. How many does that make? 2, perfect. Give me a bit of kelp, 1, 2. So we're going to take those and a bit of brass casing. Now I'm going to guess that that only makes 1. And that's the wrong way around. It does. So we definitely need one of those. We're going to need another brass casing, which is 2 brass sheets. Okay, 2 brass sheets. And some wood to make 4. One of plank, that gives me 4. Not enough. Okay, we'll just take, I don't know, we've got plenty of that, so we'll take one of them as well. Lovely. Right, I need to quickly squish a couple more of these. All seems quiet. Famous last words. And 2 of them. Got to admit, this is a gorgeous mod to look at. And you're going to see How even more gorgeous of a mod to look at this is in a moment. Bit of that, we'll throw down the apple and a little bit of you, and that will do. Lovely, right. And with a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit more of that, that gives us you. I think we're still going to want to take I don't think we need to take you with us, but we will take that, I think, but not that, because I don't want that. Throw a little bit of you in there. We'll keep that in there. This is for the second one. We've got everything we need for the second one except for 2 lots of these. So we are going to jump over, and what do I want for trim? I mean, we can do polished lava stone. That is actually quite a nice block if I've not got some already. Basalt. Polished lava stone will probably work more than adequately. And a couple of stacks of dirt. And some saplings. And we are going to go with oak for this one, because just keep it simple. I also would like a barrel or 2 actually. For now, but we will probably end up having to put something more like one of these on, or even one of or several of these. Right, what we need to do next is sleep, and I'll be back once we get over to the build area. I almost forgot the most important thing. A lever. Yeah, we need a lever. So I've got one. No biggie, it's just a lever. So my plan is to put this down here. Now currently this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think I need to come in 1, then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 here. About maybe there. So we're going to pop down some of this. We're going to need quite a bit of this, so let's get all of that out. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oops, 1, 2, 3. And with them we're going to come 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then a 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, then a 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and a 1, 2, 3, and like that. So sizable space, and then we are going to hammer this down and just extend you all up 1. Now if we come from here, I'm going to take out those blocks there, and we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 2, and 1. And we'll take that like that, and then the rest of this is dirt. And yeah, this design is based off of one Rage Plays Games, I think is the let me just double check my thing on that one. Playlists, let's have a look at my, no, let's go back. I'm fairly certain it's Rage Plays Games, but I will double check after this. Excellent create tutorials. Well, absolutely well worth a view. So I'm just going to take you out, and we're going to go, so you will be the mechanical bearing. beneath that will be you, and then beneath that we'll have that. Now, the fun bit here is I haven't still built myself a wrench, which I really should do, but we'll just place you down like that. That will get us where we want to be. We're going to drop you down like this, and we are going to place a lever here, just because I'm a bit of a stickler for the design, and I haven't got enough to polish that, so we'll pop that in there. No one will know. Turn that on, and it is turning. Perfect. So we'll turn you back off, and on top of that goes a mechanical bearing, and on top of that goes a radial chassis. We turn you round, and you're turning that way. So we're coming in this direction, so I'm going to take my deployers and we're going to come off this direction. And we're going to tell these deployers to deploy. I'm going to need to go and make a wrench, actually. That is a very good point. Well thought of jump. So those coming straight off of there, off of this side. This lot. Going to take a barrel and let's get you coming off of there, and then we're going to take one of these and we're going to place you coming off of there. Lovely. Right, I need to go and get a wrench because I need to reconfigure the area this covers. So let's just use my super speed sprintification and we'll get that sorted. Because we can. Right, wrench. If I were a wrench, where would I be on? I mean, I know I could type it in, it's just that I want to have a look. There you go, wrench. 3 gold sheets, a cogwheel, and a stick. 1, 2, 3. Right. Well, we know what I'm doing. I'm just going to go and squish that, and I'll be back in a second. And just like that, we have undoubtedly what is one of the prettiest wrenches in Minecraft, especially when you start looking at these. Now, the observant amongst you will have spotted a problem. This lot should be connected to that, and what I forgot to do was slime ball up that. Doesn't use a slime ball. I love that mechanic. It's like a mechanical crayon. And we'll pop you in there, and now when we highlight this you can see that it's going out. Now this has got 8, so what we want to do is bring that back down to 6, and basically what that does is all those 5 plus these 2. Fairly straightforward stuff. Right, so the last thing we need to do is plant a whole load of oak trees. Well, it's not strictly the last thing we need to do. There is also one other thing we need to do, and that is put somewhere for the oak trees or the output to go. I also could do with a few more saplings. I don't know whether I've got any, but I thought I'd have enough. I'll be back in a second. Still didn't quite have enough. Shouldn't be a major problem. But you know, these things could be a problem. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you and take this off of here. We need a 1 gap. And then we're going to come to here, and we are going to place this down like so. That will come off. That can come off of there. We want to put our barrel in here and a chute in there. And we can have a quick snooze. And we can turn this thing on. Yeah. To turn it on, we just press that. Now, obviously, it can't deploy anything. It runs through everything as it does. And when it gets to here, that lock docks up, closes. Anything that was in the barrel will drop down there, and then it carries on around. When it hits a tree, which it will find lots of, because these are oak trees and they just keep going, chops down the tree. Deployer failed to place. Didn't look like it didn't actually get a sapling from that one. Now this is going to keep going round and it will repopulate itself. So these deployers are pretty good. Another tree goes round in there. No saplings, and because it looks like it keeps the saplings, which is interesting. But eventually this will be full. This will have a whole load of oak going into it, and we should be good and happy. We don't really need to worry about it running out of saplings, certainly not with oak trees. However, I have a slight plan, a slightly different plan for another version of this over on this side, which is why we're doing that. But I'm not entirely sure how many saws and deployers I will need and whether I can get. I think I can get away with just using any blocks where I haven't got the deployers, but I'm not 100% certain. But there you go, another tree comes down. Round and round it goes. And we should have sticks and everything for the foreseeable future, which is nice. Oh, and we actually got some saplings this time around, so we can probably sneak that in over there. For the most part, it should plant after itself. And that will go there. Right. I need to just go and double check how I want to set up this next version of the farm, because this next version of the farm is going to get me something subtly different. And it's going to work subtly different as well. So I will be back in a second. Tested out what I need to build. I now know what I need to build, and I only need 3 saws and 3 deployers for this one. So a little bit cheaper. Still need to make 3 deployers though. I still need to make a couple more of these, and we're going to need another barrel, and we're going to build some stuff. And I'm going to need the saplings, because I actually haven't got any saplings of this particular wood type that I want. And I need, 16 of them, roughly. Although more would be better, because having more is always better, obviously. So, yeah, this is an interesting variation on a theme, if you like. And it's a wood that I use an awful lot. My second favourite wood only, second only to dark oak, so there you go. If you can't guess what it is, you'll soon see. It's also got the advantage that it grows massive. So, yeah, all good. Anyway, that should be all of those. We need to make the tubey electrony things. Oh, it's a lantern I can see over there. It's alright, I can just see something just moving against the backdrop of the tree farm there. So we then need what? Another 3? 1, 2, 3. And some of that. We're going to need 3 of those. Helps if you actually get 3. We're going to need the crafting hoofer, and you are going to do your thing. Make me 3 of those. 1, 2, 3 of those. Pop those away. Grab you. Pop you in there. And pop you away. And then we should be good to go with that, that, and that. The mechanical hat, I need 3 more of those. 1, 2, 3. To make 3 of those, and then we're going to need 3 more andesite casings, which I have. And we're going to need another set of cogs. Wonderful. Boop. And boop. And a little bit of boop. Combine that with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 of those and 3 of those. That's going to give me them. And then the other thing we're going to need is 2 of those and some andesite funnels, which is 2 of those and 2 more of those. Wow, we're actually getting somewhere. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about, isn't it? It's scary. Take those, pop those in there. With that, gives me 2 of those. That can go away. We're going to want 1 of those. I don't really need to take these with me for this one, but what I do need is a couple more of those for now. And again, I'm going to need some fairly hefty storage going forward, but let's get the basics going first. The other thing I'm going to have to do is clear a reasonable amount of space for this, because what I don't want is the entire surrounding ground turning into podzol. And if that hasn't told you what the tree I'm growing is, nothing will. But this one was a little bit more complicated because, well, spruce doesn't like growing like oak. Oak, well, you can pile the saplings down and they will just, well, do what oak does. This. And eventually, as you can see, we are getting an awful lot of resources. That's just from this. However, I want to come out this way. Let's come back like this, perhaps. Put that back there. And then we'll come back over here a goodly amount like so. And then we'll just strip back like this. You know, I'm not a big fan of overly fast shovels normally, but there are occasions when I really do like them. Like this occasion here, for example. So if I were to take this and go and place that like so, with one of those over that gives me the kind of spacing. Now if I just grab you to start off with. You're going to have a gap, and then you're going to go here, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, then 1. Let's do a few of these. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. And we are going to have to take this back. This is pretty much guaranteed to wreck a few things we don't want wrecking. So let's come to the middle and put this lot down as before. And then we've got a little bit more to throw in here, because we're going to come here and like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. And then these, which I really don't need all the dirt for because I've got loads, are going to be like so. Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. We're going to have to kind of shape this round, I think. Cool. Nothing interesting in there, but cool. That's going to be a pain. I can probably, however, if I'm very careful, leave that intact. Yeah, close enough. That tree's going to have to go, and obviously all this around here. And we should end up with way too much dirt. Will not waste, not want not, though, as the saying goes, because, you know, the last thing we want to do is be wasteful. So that's going to be the bearing. Again, we're going to come down like so, and then again, we're going to have magma encased fan. That kind of laughs at the don't dig straight down rule, but there you go. And actually we'll take these out. We'll pop in another bunch of nice dark blocks so we finish up properly. Mechanical piston. Will you? No, not with that anyway. Let's just check. You plus you give you. Oh, of course. So we're coming around that way again. So deploy is off the back. Saws off the front. That and that. So the only thing missing is spruce saplings. I need to go and get some. So I'll go and do that and I'll be back in a second. And just like that, with relative ease, didn't even have to cut a stack down. Although spruce are a pain to chop down. We have 20, which is more than enough to go around here. And I forgot to do two things. I forgot to check that I'd stuck it on. I have also forgot to filter the placement, and I forgot to take you down to 4, and we shall quickly sleep, and then we can get this going. Now, the one thing I didn't bring in with me is, of course, is any bone meal, so I will have to go back if I want to artificially grow any of these. Now, there's a danger that these will go in here. That's fine, because that is way too successful. I definitely need something bigger to store that. But that's simple enough. We can definitely address that. Probably with another encased fan. Obviously, nothing gone in there yet. Let's go and just see if I can't get myself a little bit of bone meal from the farm here. Or maybe just go back to the house and grab that. I know I've got some there, so let's get that. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I've got some bone meal. What was that? Yeah, that was what I was not wanting to happen, but it doesn't matter. So when these get cut down, they go 1. Then it takes out another block. Then it takes out another block. And then takes out the whole damn tree. And replants the saplings, comes round, and in a moment, don't know where that, sticks in a whole load of spruce. Now these obviously grow less frequently, but it doesn't matter because you get so much. And that is essentially that. 2 tree farms running side by side. Can't quite make that jump without a little bit of assistance, huh? I definitely need something to get a good angle on. That sound like a silverfish. Anyway. There we go. 2 tree farms a la Create. Yeah, what we do need to do, oh, there we go, another batch of like I say, doesn't grow very often. It's much less frequent than this, but it doesn't matter. Let's just look at that. Now I suppose what we really need to do is store that. I mean, we don't need the saplings, so I could drop those onto a cactus or something. Don't really need the sticks, to be honest, because I can make them. This one is a little bit more problematic though, because we probably do want the saplings for this one, because these always, I mean, that's a biggie. That's going to drop me lots of saplings, so we'll get away with that. But these don't always drop enough saplings, and therefore there's a good chance that it may not place all of them down. But that doesn't matter. What we've got is a fully working tree farm, and I think we should get that one there. Yeah, it did actually do it. that's fine. We'll probably find a whole load of wood coming on this one. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I think the biggest problem now is that this is going to fill up. So, yeah, that's it. I think on that note, I'm going to call it an episode. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.